is an important one.
Yeah, really important for, I mean, both teams in a way. If you could manage to sneak away a win here. Ooh, the Lunar Blessing Vision. Alacrity, run. Get out of there. And the arrow from downtown, but they switch it off. And they just walk away now. Wait a minute. Rebound onto 3. This is crazy. Chase working for a kill. DJ, they know he spelled arrow. And then the 4-person boundless strike afterwards. Keep going for more. They have another rebound in 3 if they want to chase for more. Any other boundless strike? It's 18 away, but yeah, they chase down and we'll go for the Nightmare. Switches it off. Scatter blast, couple more punches, and already off to the races. Will NGX finish this one off? They have another rebound in a second. Does he give the kill over? Boomboy takes it.
Support tax. You know, that's the south tax. You know, you got to buy more of them. So you'll happily take that one. Great stop for NGX getting those kills. First blood going the way your dream monkey. So you'll be happy with. And also these charges that you get to go the lane with. Nice as well. So very solid.
Yeah, that's what they want. Still trading off tangos, even though the salves have been nerfed. You can see that the off laners still getting what they need in that regard. Would love to get into probably a Helm of Iron Will pretty early in this lane for Mizu, because it's just so good at being able to keep you survivable. Not just the regen that you get from it, but also that armor. Super value against this high right click heroes.
Jump in top of the rebound to secure the range. Just some harass though. Using that scatter blast plus rebound to secure the creep and also get some damage on the Raven, but Raven's got plenty of regen plus the 7-6 charges.
I mean, that was a good amount of damage. 90 damage for 70 mana. And then on top of that, he also gets into punches. Very value. Down bottom, arrow. Gonna go out to secure the range creep. And NGX gonna pull this wave back underneath their tower, it looks like, or into the other creep wave as well.
Yeah. The second time we've seen this Timber Marana. I think a big part of it is that Marana's a hero that can secure range creeps, but also not leech XP. Generally, if you want to get solo XP. So Marana's one of those good heroes to do it. They get the initiation, top to the rebound into dispose. Plenty of survivability.
Yeah. Does have a lot of extra regen there, and then of course the brain sap action that comes out as well, keeping them very survivable. But all of the lanes looking pretty good. I mean, you take a look at what's going on mid here. 11-5 versus the 9-1. Alacrity's been able to get some pretty solid denies. Already 2 bracers finished off for this DK.
And Armel, generally, I feel like every time I've seen this mid kotl, he's usually on the Radiant side. The way the jungle works, like that double camp over in the far left of your Radiant jungle feels a bit nicer. So curious to see how he does with dire when it comes to farming efficiency, since the pattern can be a little bit different. Maybe a little bit harder to farm multiple camps at once. But you know, he's one of the players I think he's played the most mid kotl of any competitive Dota, even though it was something that came out of Europe Tundra kind of innovating the most with the mid kotl.
Yeah, and I think that you've seen Alacrity though coming up with some interesting answers to it. That Armel's like queuing up his Illuminate Blast, trying to hit it, and then he comes up and stuns, so it doesn't do enough damage to kill off the creep wave, and then he gets some denies there. So a lot of focus on trying to deny out that farm, as you can see, very low there on DJ. And Boomboy, does he go in for it? I think this might be the death of DJ. Oh, needed the Crypt Swarm, but wasn't quite there for the range. Doesn't have any more leaps, but gets him from the low ground.
He may just chase him down here. He has another leap, but only one as far as mana goes.
Super annoying. And DJ still getting chased. Couple more punches. Finally uses the leap and, well, will get away, most likely. Yeah, gets out of there. But it's left a one-on-one of In Your Dream versus Jabs. And 21-6 versus 11-0 for this poor old Timbersaw.
Mizu top game roll very low. One of the kind of smaller buffs did go the way of Luna. An extra 5 damage per level, plus 5 on level 1, losing beam plus 2. So you know. I would say teeny tiny as far as buffs go when it comes to Luna, but where it's going to feel most impactful is those early levels in the lane stage.
Right.
Top from Marana. And they find a nightmare here. They don't have Mana on Bane there. Little surprised by this. Maybe miscommunication. Because I don't think DJ would TP up here if he knew that they didn't have a Nightmare.
You can see that down bottom too. They're just keeping this lane in exactly where they want it to be. He's bringing out up top side that Helm of Iron Will as well. So even though they bring the Bane up top, I mean, well, we'll see. They might be able to get this Nightmare now. Tries to move into position, but they back away. Mizu playing it too safe. And yeah, with the creep wave meeting underneath that tower, it means it's probably, yeah, Raven's going to hold on to it for the moment. Move on in, find him. Takes the arrow for his buddy. Has rebound afterwards. Goes in for the cookie, actually. Mizu going to get away. So the big rotation top does not bear any fruit. And I think NXGSea able to dodge the danger.
And back at mid, Alacrity's just going to chasing around this kotl, but hopefully they're not done him. Mizu gets the sun out on Annual's Bane.
Needs to be careful here. Rebound in, jumps in, gets the kill. Mizu backs away and trying to hide off through the trees here. DJ moves on in, throws out the arrow, but the loosen beam's enough for the kill.
Yeah. I think that's a win for Fnatic. Like trade support for offlaner and Raven as getting all the farm he needs in this top lane. So they don't mind losing the Bane to kill the Marci.
I almost trust you.
Again, laning stage for the first time in this series so far, it's gone better for NGX despite that kill right there onto Marci. Both of the other lanes doing very, very solid, and Armel needing to keep up his farm. He's going to probably head towards the jungle pretty soon here. Has a couple of stacks waiting for him in the woods. Onto Raven top. Expose. Has the scatter blast afterwards. Cookie follow-up. Do they have enough to finish her off, though? A couple more punches, but she's going to back up with the rest of her team, it looks like. And maybe another rebound disposed? Did they go for it?
They're trying.
Oh, but there's the Nightmare.
They've got an arrow. DJ's waiting.
Yeah, goes for it now. And Mizu in some trouble. Do they go for any more?
More.
Expose, and then the runaway.
Under attack.
Tries to get the bonus movement speed as well.
Arrow
Chasing, looking for it. Mizu's good.
Yeah, just bringing these numbers up top. But at the same time, this Timbersaul's having a rough time with the lane stage. Even with the 2 points in the jungle, just being able to really punish this bottom lane.
He's getting everything that he wants, feels like.
Nice play by DK. Every time I've looked at this mid lane, it feels like Alacrity's coming in and being annoying and contesting this small camp. And the problem with, I mentioned the diverse rating kotl is these other camps are a little bit further away, it feels like. So a lot of it, your farming is that small camp. Bane top, picked off. But the kotl isn't as effective on the dire side in lane lanes as what it seems to be.
Yeah, kind of annoying for them to have to deal with that. And again, you know, they're keeping some pretty good pressure onto here. You can see that kotl's farm is still up there, but is a little bit behind the DK. Not by all that much at all, realistically, but keeps on coming in and trying to mess with Armel.
Alacrity straight into the blink dagger. No shard queued up, so see if he even goes for it with the pretty heavy nerf as far as DK shard really one of the biggest.
Yeah, very annoying. Gets the invis rune afterwards. Sentry ward immediately dropped down. That signals they know exactly where the ward was placed. And we'll keep on farming up. Still no big movements as of yet. Raven, he's got 3 points up in the Lunar Blessing up top. Has level 6, it takes 1 point in the Moonglaives. And he's trying to back up to farm, it looks like. So each team likely pretty happy with the state of the game.
And we've seen two games in a row where Fnatic are generally playing this more economical game with the farm. And once again, seeing the game one with the Timber Drop and two other cores that want to farm a lot. kotl and Luna go Mask of Madness plus Timbersaur. These Fnatic want to hit a lot of. They are still making moves and hoping to kill in your dream down bottom.
This is big if they can
in a second. Maybe if they can hit this arrow, but no guarantee. It looks like I'm going to try to chase him down.
Taking a lot of damage. The blinding light push back. Tries to get a kill and able to mischief, but not enough. So they will lose in your dream.
Under attack.
First death for the Monkey King.
Definitely not a tactical pull. I feel like that pulls helped anyone. It probably helped NGX more because they could discuss, oh, do we TP or not? So.
Right.
They're going to pressure top. They're going to get a bit of a trade here. More jabs. Possibly gets this bottom tier on tower. See if NGX anyone down there. He's just going to be solo pushing this, clearing out, cutting waves. Generally, you're just prioritize the tower if you're NGX too.
Jay. Vulcan towards mid right now. They have Nightmare. Nightmare into Arrow. Still a very good combo, but they trade it off. Heads up play right there. Boy. Be careful. Kick charge afterwards. Able to live through it.
It feels like this last minute or two is going really well. Fnatic. They made some nice moves with this kotl. He's got the travel. They've got an arrow set up at top, but no real damage followed up. DK with double bracer treads. Just a little bit too hard to bring down.
Well, and again, you can see this like trade-off of towers that's happened before, pushing out bottom and then also keeping top pushed out. Almost done with this Helm of the Dominator. 150 gold away. Raven will come back in and take over this area, trying to build into his Dragon Lance. And again, top two farmers right now are the heroes that do it the best, the kotl and the Luna.
Oh yeah.
As we might expect.
Bit of maybe miscommunication on the Fnatic side. They've got double earn, both kotl and Miranda getting one. It looks like this decision was that Armel will go with that vessel. So definitely Armel with his kotl. He goes all kinds of different builds. I've seen him go for the vessel build. Sometimes go for the more E-blade type builds, but has made this hero like very flexible when it comes to the way he itemizes.
Right. They were able to get that block on this hard camp though, so we'll see if they come in for the D ward on Fnatic or if that continues to be blocked out pretty consistently. But any way that they can do to try and block this farming going on from Fnatic is going to be a win for NXGSea.
Yeah. Feels like NGX is trying to match some greed with their own greed. Going through the battlefield on Monkey King, but does feel like they may be under a little bit of pressure to make some moves, particularly around this dagger on Dragon. It's not nine that's going to allow him to accelerate farm, or really do anything outside pressure the enemy. So that's going to be a time where they may start considering some rotations to find some kills.
Right. Oh, got to be careful here. This ward scouting a lot of things. But they don't want to dive underneath that tier 2 tower. So In Your Dream will be safe for the moment. And again, getting closer and closer towards his item. They also have a pretty big stack of ancients up here. But Nightmare available along with Fiend Script. We'll see if In Your Dream gets caught here, but he's playing back a little ways.
Oh, they cut the tree.
Drop it down. Cut him. Find him. Grip.
They're traveling too.
There's no way. He's mega dead.
The retaliation, yeah.
Armel, Zizu trying to chase this one here, has rebound again in a second, but has to be careful. And Raven jumps on in, kind of wins, but jabs gets him with the kill. Oh, Whirling Death still pretty good. They pop the Snapfire ultimate, and actually with the Centaur able to find a pretty good amount of damage there onto jabs. Not quite enough for a kill. A free hand there on to the Arrow Alacrity. But Fnatic, you can see they're just barely staying alive right here. They take down 3 for 1.
Yeah, I think Jab's just barely able to sidestep some of those last Mortimer's kisses. I think only one of the last 3 maybe landed on top of him. So if it's just one more hit, he would have died there. But some good movement coming up to Kimber to keep Snapfire guessing where to go, and the end result is so good. That initial kill, the heads up play from Jab to find the monkey on the tree, and I think NGX do what they are supposed to. They try and retaliate. They know a lot of these spells were used. Ripples on cooldown, but they just didn't have the firepower to finish off some of these key kills.
Yeah, and this is going to be some more searching for kills here on the top side of the map. Yeah. Fnatic head on into the triangle. Oh, this is going to be huge. But they don't have Luna with them, so they can't take these stacks, but instead going to go for a pickoff here on to the DP and will get her quite easily.
I wonder if they consider bringing in the Luna. They're very strong fighting around this kotl, plus having the Spirit Vessel, they're pinging it, they're down, so they're at least going to contest it, it seems. They don't use kotl, like magic damage still helps here. So they're bringing the Luna.
If possible. Raven, they're moving on in. They catch one though right at the start. The stomp after a genuine and now the big jump through. Mizu controls for the moment. Alacrity gets the stun onto one. This game is very awkward. They don't have anything at all. Now, in your dream, pops ulti. Alacrity dropping down lower and lower. They do not have the damage that they need on NGX. They can't even kill Jay well. Dodges the rebound, not able to get him. Unleashed, not doing nearly enough. And they jump through again. Mizu gets the kill. Or rather, gets taken down for the kill. Triple for Armel. And just unmitigated disaster for NGX.
Losing Pyration stack, lose the fight, Bane, Monkey King can't really do a whole lot because he's trying to farm a battle. This is the problem with these kind of agi battlefield carries. Some matches like these agi carries on this matches feel kind of bad unless they can fight early. And Monkey can fight early. Even with this build, he can fight okay. Like 3 down spring. You know, there's a reason this player support is that you dish out damage without items, but it just feels not enough when you look at what Fnatic happens in the game. They've already hit some key timings. And playing kotl with like this kind of level of farm early on, like a spirit vessel already, into no one's competing. This is early game. BKB's just online. It just feels like Armel has a field day dishing out damage.
Well, and now you're just so far behind at this point. 7k gold lead that everything feels so much harder. Because you think about that, if they don't take that fight into there, maybe it ends up working for them. We'll go for the cookie, but it doesn't connect. The Mortimer's kisses, do they have enough for the finish? Almost there, and they do. So Raven goes down. Now DJ hiding out in the trees, looking for an arrow opportunity. They won't go for it.
Those overstay your welcome kind of moments, maybe. Not expecting the NGX vision there. They had a nice jungle in there. I think they maybe on the Fnatic side they felt like they dewarded that area. So as a result, Raven gets a nice kind of response from NGX.
Well, and I guess that's the thing, is that like in that last fight, everything felt so chaotic. They're like, we have to get there immediately to like, you know, defend our ancient stack, and that just turned into a bad fight, and then the lost ancient stack.
Yeah, that felt a lot more structure when making that move there. They had a lot more info. They could see a couple here mid poking at the team at tower. They had info at side lanes. So see DJ get away from the attempted initiation up top. Moronic sells the arrow and goes back for a Yule Scepter now. Some more control, play around. What's that set up for the arrow?
Well, in this timing, you know, you'd love to get a little bit more going on here. In your dream,
you might have a call.
Get found and kill. Spirit Vessel right away. Off the mark.
That illuminate. Here comes Januel.
Dude, that did so much damage. God, the combo of the Solar Bind, Spirit Vessel, everything else. This kotl is terrifying.
Yep. Just the patience to stick around there. Feels like Fnatic eating NGX, particularly in your dream. Really rough game. He's got the battle fury now. He's holding on to a Philosopher's Stone on Monkey King. He's trying to get some gold. I don't think he keeps that one out for respawning, but it's definitely been really rough for him as well. I mean, as well as Marci's not had the impact I expected.
No, it's not been able to go the way that they wanted it to at all. Just catching random arrows there. I guess that one of the things that's weird is the timings of it just feel all strange. Like you were talking about, Battle Fury Monkey King, same time as Blink Dagger Dragon Knight. And then it's like Helma the Dominator, but Marci still wants a Blink Dagger. Snapfire still wants a Blink Dagger. It's like, because they're this far behind now, all of their timings just feel wonky and weird.
Wages of fear.
Things are just not lining up, and that fight bottom was such a tragic one too. I think where they lose their monkey and they try and retaliate and just can't quite kill the timber there. It's just not fighting enough damage. So got to connect on something. Smoking out through the enemy jungle trying to move themselves smoked in. They're in the neighborhood ready for this one, and they've got 5 heroes ready to fight.
Yeah, dangerous times here. There is a ward from Fnatic that's in the river. Doesn't quite scout out the Snapfire, but they're going to find In Your Dream again. Jumps. Break the trees, and on the other side, they get Yokum.
I'll take the free support.
He's under attack.
And then it looks like back farming Mizu by the solo
middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, he thinks he TP's away. No, Yule Scepter. Done. 3 Rebound won't get you out of that one. Can't quite get there in time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stuck around too long. And they're gonna go into the road champ off of that.
Wow. It's so interesting because, again, the story, it feels like, of this series up until this game had been, you know, Fnatic taking an early lead and then NGX like being very patient and slow with their moves. And in this game, it's just the couple of those things that Fnatic did threw them off filter. Fnatic's been playing perfect and they're now up 10K.
No. I really like how genuine to see him here. This guy's a shadow amulet perfectionist. Like he's designed so well in his phase. He's always in some position, using it with the grip, making it really hard to cancel it. And he's getting a lot of good scouting info for his team. He's just a true five position player, which is something for the longest time Fnatic fans were always saying they had the DJ jab. It always felt like they had 2-4s. Now it feels like they found that 5 position player that's been missing.
Yeah, just put them both into, you know, more farming role. Sentry immediately gets taken away. And Raven, even though he only has Bane as a backup, it's more than enough to feel comfortable with his BKB. They just don't have anything to deal with it.
Got the Aegis, and I think the global potential of the kotl means like kotl can always keep you in, and maybe you never know where maybe everybody is. Oh, in your dream. Pulled by the Yules.
He just wants this BKB so badly, and it ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Caught him again.
They're just so quick. Every time they see, they just run towards it. Even if, let's say, they don't get a kill there, or he like reads that move and gets out. He's just not farm. So it feels like they're finding kills or just pushing him away from farm. His timings are just so slow to scan.
Well, you've got amongst the 3 heroes that want to be battling and doing stuff right now, 3 Blink Daggers done on NXGSea, and it still feels like they can't take a fight. Obviously, with this Aegis in hand, it's so impossible to go into it, but Fnatic are just doing whatever they want this game. And the next couple of minutes are going to be very decisive, I feel like.
Yeah, it feels like one of these games where Alacrity had a good timing on his dagger and did everything right. He came and he probably goes and looked around. Oh, what do I do now? My monkey's not ready to fight. My Marci.
Nightmare out. Depose afterwards. Can't get the BKB off.
Okay.
Oh, that was the change. That was what they needed. Takes out Raven once, but unfortunately, I don't think there's a round 2 here. Not nearly enough left in the tank, and they've already lost their 2 heroes. Fnatic up on the high ground. They did force out the BKB, but the tier 3 is gonna drop.
See Fnatic stick around though. Playing without Aegis or BKB on Luna. Nightmare.
Good pushback. Boundless strike. Cookie afterwards. Trying to get her, and they do. Okay, Luna's dead, and now with the Wukong's command, Armel also in trouble. Has to run away. Can they bring him down? BKB barely walking out of there. Armel gets away.
I think maybe saved his life.
Yeah, a couple of dodge projectiles there. Wow.
Yeah, one of those scary moments where it's like, you know, if you're Fnatic, okay, we use Aegis and BKB on Luna, but they're down 2, one buys back, and you're like, maybe we can get this tower. They overcommit a little bit there, but they overcommit in a way where their losses is nothing that's gonna turn the game around. Yeah, losing your carry, not great. But it's at the cost of the buyback on the NGX side, and everyone else is able to get away. They lose like heroes. That's when you're starting to say, oh, that was good.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be an interesting thing to watch if you know, they can replicate that again. But part of the reason that happens is because they're sieging high ground and they're so vulnerable on that Luna, which don't anticipate we see again. But I don't know. We'll have to watch. If you can bait out some BKBs potentially, that's another avenue to find some success for NXGSea. Because right now they got 3 of them. Jab's just finishing off his as well.
Yeah, everything kind of came together perfectly there. Killing the Aegis at no cost, and then we'll see if they can make that happen again. Yeah, all these BKBs being online, as you're kind of just mentioning, and I think just you know, Fnatic's got a huge influx of gold, kind of bring out this level of items. Dagon, Luna, everyone just getting more and more fun.
But we did see that other thing there too, though, the nightmare with the Marci disposed, that it's no longer safe. You can't get your BKB off at the start of that start of, or like in the in-between time. So that's something to watch for. You're gonna have to be careful about. As Courier goes on out, and will immediately run away. Any other items that are coming out soon? I guess the shard for Snapfire might be good.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything changing. The monkey BKB was the big one for NGX. Outside of that, there's not a whole lot. The Snapfire shard is something. It's definitely it's a playmaking tool. It could win you a fight. Yeah, nice blink scatter blast on somebody. So it's not insignificant.
I love this Fnatic decision. Double Lincoln Sphere for Mirana and Raven. That is really cool. Oh, wait a minute. Now in trouble. Spirit's dead. Oh my god.
It melted.
Just sitting on a ward.
Yep. You throw a lot there, so imagine Fnatic, the second they kind of get back, they may, after respawning, try and force a fight. No Wukongs. No Mortimers and BKBs. So they're gonna have like a 30-second window on respawn, but no, it's a lunatic. It's a long respawn. Realistically, the time Luna died, got a very small window to make any plays happen. It wasn't just a quarter to die.
And I mean, I guess the bigger thing also is like more time to farm up and get into those next items for them too. Yeah. It actually becomes scary. Obviously Scotty would be great to get into on In Your Dream. Armel still can keep these waves pushed out. He's also building into a Lincoln's. I mean, the majority of these disables are single targets, so you kind of do need it, but that's where the Scatter Blast is going to come into play. The Boundless Strike will be nice, but you do kind of need that DK to start it all.
Yeah. I used to play a lot of DK, and I hate playing against Lincoln. It just felt like every enemy character would Lincoln against DK because it's just like, well, what do you do? You gotta go for like some kind of Albert or something. Break it. It just doesn't feel good having to break Lincolns.
Right.
And the dispose as well. Another single target stun that can be really annoying for playing these Lincolns.
Well, we'll see if they can get into it in time. How far away are we now? Luna should have hers done within the next minute or two. And the NXGSea is going to be the timing when Roche is capable of respawning. They'll have Exorcism back up. Trying to go straight into a BKB for Boombe as well. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's. I guess just like a five positions to tank so he can run in and try to do exorcism damage. Yeah, having everything back up for this potential Roshan fight. This game, you know, it's been all Fnatic up until that last like couple of skirmishes. It does feel like there's a hope for NGX. This next Roshan fight now that they've got these BKBs, Monkey King's ready to fight online. There's not really anything they're missing. There's time to fight to be at this next Roshan.
Oh, and they have the Aether Lens on Marci too. So longer range potential disable. They really need to get in before these Lincolns though. And it's coming out right now. So at least the first one will be there for Luna. And if they don't see this in time, this is going to be really hard to deal with. I'm not even sure what you try and use.
Yeah, I don't think they've got any good spells to break it with. They've got nothing to break with. Spirit Siphon break Lincolns? Not that it's a great spell. It's on easy spell. It means Death probably has to frontline and probably dies to do that. But
yeah,
at least an option.
See if Raven reveals himself here. Oh, there's the BKB.
It's not the ideal BKB. It just means Fnatic will disengage.
Yeah.
Maybe slight overreaction or alacrity there.
Little arrow connects. Get some good vision here. And does that BKB alone give them enough? Oh, it's 2 minutes till Roche anyway. So they're gonna be fine.
It's a long respawn. So if they were planning on just giving up Roche and BKB, they will be able to breathe a sigh of relief that Roche will be going the other way. Dream also. Jeez, 2 stars now.
I mean, I guess if you're going to give up Roche for 1, then you might give it up for 2 too.
Yep. But still, minute 50 on the timer, and I'm going to be like, man, wish we could get a Roche in here, but not the case.
No such luck. It does look like Alacrity is going to be going for that Manta build again. So this has been that like recent innovation that we've seen a couple of different you know, carries go for. You pop it when you're going for the Elder Dragon form, send those illusions around. It's kind of nifty.
Yep. Definitely don't mind this. I think it gives some good scaling potential. We're expecting Aghanim Scepter maybe out. I guess he's hoping he finds a way to take a Roshan. Like that gives him a free ag. That's not too much later on. He's down bottom. Some trouble.
Rebound, jumps away. Has the blink out if they need to.
Yeah, not sure why Jab's thought he had the DP there.
I guess DK showed up. Yeah.
I'll blame me on cam. Keep these out. Yeah. Kind of a game of cat and mouse right now. NGX.
They find one. Bane dead.
Nope.
They should get this D ward afterwards too. So now BKB used on Timber and then also Bane down. Roche gonna respawn in 30 seconds.
Crazy. It felt like Fnatic were doing all the right moves to secure a free Roshan. They force back-to-back BKBs and then they'll just twiddling their thumbs by there's no Roche. I guess we got to do something else. They tried to stop the split push, and they didn't kill anyone stopping the push. And in the end, while they're trying to stop push, they're splitting up themselves, and that's the Bane game getting found and picked off.
Right.
Where the split can be so effective because it forces your opponent to trying to go for a key objective like Roshan and not play together as a team. And NGX have some great pick-off for when that happens.
They have good vision in this area though on Fnatic. This ward's still a minute and a half left on it. DJ scouts up top side. Yokum is not going to be found, it looks like, though. And a full Hex done on the Timber. So Blink Hex again is the build that Jabs is going for. Very cool.
Big fan of this build. Particularly good against these teams. I mean, how against BKB. The way you can initiate it and kill somebody down before they pop BKB is the Hex.
And in the Dream, he has queued up the Aghanim Scepter, also has Scotty in the quick buy. So we'll see which one he decides to go for. I think either is pretty nice.
Yeah. Sure which necessarily better. He'd love to obviously have both, but this is just Roche number two, so the free ag shot for whoever manages to get it. And it does look like Fnatic may just be able to walk their way in themselves with a free Roche as contested. Pinged out, but no signs of NGX moving that way.
Interesting. So yeah, they're actually just cool giving it all up here. Not what I would have expected.
Yeah, they vision down for it, but I guess they just feel like they need more farm.
Yeah. Mizu's getting towards the Aghanim Shard on Marci, which is that weird one where you start auto-casting to throw the targeted unit instead of rebounding off of them. So it's like a front flip thing.
Very acrobatic hero.
Good TP out, Yokum there. Able to hide. That was really close. They're just so freaking farmed on Fnatic. Like, they've held this lead for a very long time. And, you know, obviously the lead starts to matter less as you get towards higher, you know, net worth values. But this is still pretty scary times.
Oh yeah. I mean, particularly some music doesn't feel like a core in many ways. Like this feels like four position build. So I don't feels like Dragon Knight and Monkey King are scaling into late game, and DK is just a little bit undefined. I feel like scary late game for now at least.
Well, obviously the nice part that they'll have is the sidekick giving extra bits of, you know, damage and lifesteal, which will be nice. And they have the Aghanim Scepter completed on Monkey King. Alacrity has not quite gone in all the way for the Manta yet, obviously wanting to save for buyback. But it does bring up a question, which is, when do Fnatic actually want to push? Like, do they... We saw what happened last time they went high ground, where they lost Raven. And granted, it's not like that's going to happen, like, necessarily again, but they do have to be careful with how they push.
I think they're at least seem okay to kind of slow roll it. Having Raven in the front line, ideally you just need to be ready to counterplay. Like the Nightmare save, find some way to not let him just get burst. You can't let his Aegis get bursted and poke away it for free. If they're going to take the Aegis, you need to make sure they commit some like big ults or spell support that you kind of like, you know, disengage from Monkey and the Death Proc. Just want to have them go down, and then nate's fine as long as you can reset the fight.
They're playing so safe. It was wild.
Yeah. It's tough. Going high ground into these heroes is just very tough ask.
They have the double Lincolns again, which they're throwing on Raven, but they don't want to go up. They don't want to test it. I mean, we'll see if this comes back to bite them. Fnatic, there's been a couple of these games where they go late and, you know, things fall apart when stuff gets crazy. We'll see if the similar thing happens here. But this team is so strong right now.
It is. I mean, the lead is growing. Because you were talking about how it's stayed the same around that.
Right.
Well, this time it's actually growing as they kind of farm them after the ages.
Oh, push text immediately.
Wow.
Triple Lincolns. Yeah, that'll do it. And suddenly no initiation comes out enough.
Yeah. I guess Snapfire thought she could like stop back to safety that insta-blink X just deleted her. They're doing such a good job with Fnatic. Chopping down these trees on the side, using arrow to scout, making sure that there's not any kind of prize initiation coming in, also making it so that Monkey can't use those trees to advantage.
Raven get chunked a little bit, but still fine with the way this is going, down to half HP. But if you've got all those Lincoln Spheres, not easy to get an initiation going. And In Your Dream goes off to farm a little bit more.
Hard to keep pushing. Okay, they've got salves. They haven't got great sustain to the Luna here. Bane with quadruple salves. I think that's some good shoveling.
Nice, love to see it. Ready for a blink hex here from Jabs. Finds him right away on Alacrity. Fourth staff. Bo's also keeping him fine. Pops the BKB on the deep. Joker goes down. Does have buyback. Might need to use it here. They did pop BKB on the Death Prophet, but no Exo yet.
T3 goes down. That's where Luna starts to keep buildings alive.
Unstun Lincoln's BKB, no answer for anything. And Raven just gonna pop the ulti, have to jump away with everybody else. They pop the Wukong's command down on the ground. And we'll just wait this out, I think.
Yeah. Just walk back in. No T3 tower, so Moonglade's gonna stop bouncing all over the place. You can't come near against these Glaives, it feels like.
No, they're just getting dropped. Dude, the Lincoln Sphere stacking is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Definitely a good time, and this is host nerf. Sun was from 12 to 14 seconds. More than 10% increase in that cooldown.
Bows. Lincoln's passed over again. BKB out. Do they have enough damage? Jumps in with Mizu, but the grip is there. Fourth staff, everything trying to stay alive, but the grip is still there. Mizu has to run all the way back to Fountain now. 23,000 gold lead. And it's just like an oppressive walk down that's going on from Fnatic.
These heroes in the front lines, the ones that they let you initiate on. Whether it's with that like Scatter Blast, Snapfire, or Expose from the Marci to try reposition you. It's always these series you don't want to go on. Just can't get Timbersaw or Aegis. There's just no killing. And they don't have the best way to jack the back. Feels like kill the pesky Mirana, kotl. Kotl's tanky, but you'd love to kill Armel to start a fight.
They're building another Lincoln Sphere.
Love it.
This has got to be the most annoying thing for NGX. It's like they built this draft that has some really cool parts to it, but then, you know, everything's single target.
It's like there are super key spells that single target. Expose and Dragon Tail are like these key spells that will allow you to start a fight and win a fight. So Lincoln's is just kind of ruining that party.
And you can see Monkey King. He knows what he's got to do. In Your Dream, off on the other side of the map. Get the Spell Prism, and we'll try and farm up the rest of this. Although Courier going over to the side spots that there was a Monkey King statue there. Raven
right now.
DD double Lincolns and then his own Lincolns on top of it.
Yep.
Jump in, finds one, follow him, stun, cookie afterwards, Expose, trying to bring him down, Jabs, dead. Okay. So Fnatic getting a little bit too far ahead of themselves there.
Yeah, a little just uncoordinated. I think team fighting there. It looked like Raven was just trying to focus the buildings and once the died, he was backing off as Timbersaw blinked in with the Hex. So it doesn't seem like everyone was on the same page. I think they should just waiting for the next wave, push the tower. But Exorcism is now down. Dragon form is going to be down soon as well. They want to stick around, they can, but you know, 60 seconds on Timber, potential. It feels like they just the Aegis. Another Roshan in the next 1 to 3 minutes. So realistically, if you're Fnatic, safe play is. It's always going to be wait for Roshan if it's about to spawn.
Yeah, if you can make it work. I'm getting some more items too. These big tier 4 neutrals, also super valuable. They can farm them all up. Raven is still impossibly farmed right now. Doesn't quite have that level 25. They've been sticking together a lot. That XP lead isn't quite as significant as the gold lead is right now, but still really hard to deal with.
See, some of the level 25's already out. And a few more coming soon. kotl so far, and this game will settle down. But yeah, I think I don't know if NGX can make those moves out towards the Roshan. It feels like without the vision and with how strong Fnatic have gotten now, that it just be another uncontested Roshan to go Fnatic's way. This one's going to have that Rosh number 3 bonus that accept Direction Shard.
Yeah, they kind of feels like they need to get back to that pickoff style that you were talking about. Because, like, in a way, if they get set up and Fnatic can just walk down a lane at you, the game is so difficult. But it's just where Fnatic has been excelling. But it almost has to be in these, like, weird moments where they can catch people off guard if they want it to work. It's quite a hefty lead right now. 3% there on the win probability.
Lincoln's number 4 is up. There we go. Bane, it's your turn.
We'll get it next, surely. The Manta send those illusions out, trying to farm it, push out the lanes. Fnatic reveal themselves on the ward, gets the D ward right afterwards. So they are claiming this area of the map. 1.5 minutes left until Rosh will respawn.
A longer one, but not something Fnatic's happy to just get a little farm on some of these heroes, maybe get some buybacks that don't exist right now. The question is, what the NGX kind of smoked out as if they want to reclaim some of this map. They're in their jungle, which to me is a little bit not placed. It suggests they just want to contest Roshan if they're smoking out there, and they're trying to farm or maybe get in position just for some split push. I think that's where they found success early was to pick off stack from split pushing. So mind the idea of them split pushing, but this doesn't feel like they smoked the whole lot. But they're not even trying to hunt for these kills.
No, they are comfortable. They know the way to win this game. Hang out on a high ground, wait for somebody to show up, find a pickoff, and if not, then you can get Rosh eventually. And that does not feel like the situation has changed from where we were previously. Also, Jabs now hits level 25, so 20% whirling attribute reduction on 3 strength heroes here.
Dire's bottom tower.
That's a nice little pickup.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Lunar Blessing damage gotten for the Luna now, and the 25k gold lead. 10 more seconds till Rosh is up. We'll have to see where they want to go, and if Fnatic just want to run on in. They will spot Armel on this ward here, so that signals that there's no kotl in this fight.
He can get there so fast.
Yeah,
either by running or travel. Your team needs something too, but feels like heroes like Luna and Timbasol can hold their own on the front lines for long enough to let Armel arrive. There we go. Rosh respawns, and it seems like all signs point to NGX embracing the turtle. They are going to be chilling in their base. When you smoke out the farm, that's basically we have no use for this. We're not trying to smoke. We're not trying to contest Roshan. Let's just use our base to get some wards down, to hunt some couriers, whatever it may be.
They got the Philly. They're good to go.
Yep. Who's got that? I told Marci with the early to finish some items. It's on
Snap right now. Smoke up now. This is an
up.
Interesting time.
I mean, they surely would have expected Rosh. They have no vision near Rosh. So they surely knew that. It could have been dead for some time now.
Well, they are now going to be smoked inside their own base. Also, Mirana's picked up a Wind Waker. So even more save for this team.
Yep.
Making sure they can keep Raven alive at all costs. And will Fnatic finally decide to go up and try and end this game here? It looks like it.
Dire are scanning.
They got 25 on In Your Dreams. Smoke will break. Boundless Strike. All the stuns. Gets the expose off. And the Wukong's command ring, but the BKB comes out. But he's still getting absolutely eviscerated by In Your Dream. Dude, Scotty pretty good. A Fiend's Grip onto the freaking DB, but it's not enough. Meanwhile, Wind Waker out, trying to kill him off in time. Now the big old pop. Dying there, and Raven about to go down and dead. 25k gold lead for what?
Yep.
Mizu cut him down.
Now he's back to base.
Oh my God.
This is why we turtle. This is the way to go. NGX. You know. You just sit back and wait. This is as some issues with Luna. It's like they kind of push well, but also being like a short range, you have to put your body on the line against reposition stuff like expose. It just feels rough. Monkey ultimate is just destroys you. That monkey ultimate was like plop right down on top of the Luna, and that's where the Aegis doesn't help you because you respawn and it's still there if the fight hasn't gone too long.
I don't know. I wonder if it was just smashing Spirit Siphon onto the Luna. That might have been what it was. Oh, that's kind of cool as a way to deal with all those Lincolns.
And with the BKB, this death throw just ran in on the front line. He tanked the full duration grip. And even if he dies there, I think you're okay with that. If you're NGX, five position, running in BKB, breaking some Lincolns and getting grips means that nobody else is getting grips. So for them.
I mean, I don't know how to feel about this, Parker. I'm not sure exactly. Like constantly, I thought this game was over. I thought we were going to be doing the outro right now. If I'm going to be real about it. And they've been able to hold on to it again. I'm a little concerned for Fnatic's ability to end this game.
Yep. We've had a 40-minute game, and this one's looking like it could, go a bit longer than 50 with Fnatic's high ground struggles. You have because usually the response to a struggle like that, you had Aegis. Everything you're like, well, guess we wait for another question mark.
Right.
Gotta wait for at least 5 minutes there, but before that can happen, you want to smoke out. Maybe thinking that. Realistically, the big problem is your enemy has that high ground advantage. See everything, position well. You want to find a pick-off if you're Fnatic, go for a high ground push.
Right. Interesting. I think that this is about to be an Octarine done for the DK now as well. Are they really gonna go for a high ground push right here? This would be crazy. There's no way they can step up to this high ground. I mean, if they get a good fight, this is very bold. I
think they want to jump some like Marci doesn't have buyback. They know she used it a couple minutes ago, so they are gonna expose this. This protect.
Big jump in. Can they get it? Afterwards tries to walk away. They have another grip on DP and will kill her off, but has buyback. No BKB afterwards. But it looks like they're going to call this good. And Fnatic, they rotate again.
Oh, and this tier 3 tower is very low. They'll be able to get to these racks and potential mega creeps very fast here.
Arrow jumps away. Yokum doesn't have blink now. A hard fight to take. They're breaking the blink daggers as well with those glaives. But the big stun onto 2. Exposed afterwards. Raven forced to jump out of there. Fnatic trying to get jabs away. But you can look at this. The damage dealt to the towers. It's only the melee racks left.
Nope. One rack standing between Fnatic and mega creeps here. That's not necessarily game over, but it does put NXGSea really on the back foot if that happens. But still potential. NXGSea just gonna sit back and ride the waves here of the Fnatic onslaught, and they're still keeping themselves slightly in this game.
Yeah, I mean, by a sliver. It's an absolute sliver. They keep on spamming out these Manta illusions over and over again. Fnatic, they're ready for another round.
Continues.
Kind of.
Jabs will be looking for another hex, ideally on one of those backline heroes, someone like a Monkey King. Doesn't really want to go in a last DK.
Jumps in. BKB, but a force keeps him alive.
Yeah.
At Hurricane Pike. And that's another BKB use. This time the Snapfire's newly completed one.
Shadow. Got the sentry though, so catch anyone by surprise.
Raven, ready to walk in. Jamming those out. Jump the Hex again.
Arrow.
Oh, exposed, keeping them alive. Oh my gosh, gets obliterated though. And they do get Megas because they stick around forward. Januel BKBs and just grips right away onto the Monkey King, but he's fine. Lacrity backs out now. Oh, gets dropped down. Wasn't able to save him. Mizu in trouble now as well. Dead again. 100 seconds without the Marci. And they need to do this all alone. It's only the Monkey King, DK, and Snapfire. In Your Dream wants to stop the carnage, but will it happen in time? They force snap away Raven. All the Lincolns drop down on his head. Januel will die, but the follow-up is just not there. They lose the Monkey King. He drops down, has buyback, but it is feeling like a fool's errand at this point as they keep chasing in for more, set their sights on the throne, and Fnatic, though it takes a while, they will end up winning this game. What an absolute clinic from them. And it just fell apart from those early goings.
Yeah, I think in the early, it was that